Hi, my name is Kenny Warden, and I'm a student in the Master of Library and Information Science program at the University of South Carolina. Prior to beginning this program, I worked as a computer programmer, having received a Bachelor of Science degree in computer science. Currently, I work as a graduate assistant and perform volunteer work at a library. I expect to graduate from the program at the end of fall semester. In the past year and a half, I have taken courses beginning with a very basic introduction to library and information science. I've also had library-focused courses in technology and history, as well as applied courses in research, management of libraries and information agencies, and public library systems. Overall, these courses have taught me that LIS exists primarily as an avenue to serve others' information needs. In my introductory course to the program, one of our last assignments involved writing a personal philosophy statement. One of the points I made about myself in that paper was that I value helping people with their information needs either directly or by teaching them to find their own answers. Beyond just finding an answer to the patron's immediate needs, this approach can help them to have confidence in their own abilities, with success building on success. As well, I try my best to show respect to all. As part of my Christian heritage, I try to practice the golden rule of helping others and treating them as I would like to be treated. In addition, I believe that my views on freedom of action and thought apply to all, including the people I interact with in a library setting. To the greatest possible extent, these customers deserve privacy to pursue their own interests without interference. At least part of the reason I am in the Library and Information Science program is my desire to start a new career that encourages me to continually expand my abilities. This video assignment exemplifies just that. I don't consider myself a natural extrovert, but I realize the need to learn to relate better to others. That interaction will sometimes require being familiar with new technologies and sometimes learning to overcome personal limitations, such as an apprehension of public speaking. Like so many other challenges I have faced, these can be seen as opportunities and challenges to expand my vision. An opportunity also exists to overcome the so-called paralysis of analysis and to learn to grow from mistakes and achieve success. I feel I can share those lessons, even if I sometimes don't succeed at them, with my coworkers and patrons. That sharing, too, exists as part of my desire to help others. If fulfilling that goal helps me personally to learn, that it is definitely a win-win situation. In addition to learning some of the fundamentals and enhancing a desire to help others, I've also taken courses in technology and explored the future of librarianship. These courses reinforce my natural interest in the area, with an emphasis in applying them to the information sciences field in general and working in libraries in particular. I feel that information science is the umbrella study that covers librarianship. In fact, one of my projects as a graduate assistant was to perform a strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats SWOT analysis of the Bachelor of Science in Information Science program at the School of Library and Information Science. One of my conclusions matched up with our school's director, David Lanks, in that we should work towards being known as an information or knowledge school. This analysis proved a good experience, giving me perspective on the ways libraries have and are changing. Throughout my courses, my instructors have directly and indirectly encouraged this penchant by emphasizing exploration of new technologies and recognizing that failure isn't permanent when lessons are gained. As a librarian, I'm no longer bound to merely being a passive provider of books, but am empowered to be an active seeker of new means of knowledge delivery and to be a partner with my community. Partnerships with my community, including coworkers, patrons, and other stakeholders, and guidance in developing and nurturing these relationships has been a major topic throughout my time in the MLIS program. At first, there seemed to be a conflict between the ideals of being a public servant and taking a leadership role in developing community policies. Over the course of my studies, those visions merged with the librarian's role, becoming that of servant leader. A good leader empowers those he works with by providing the tools and other resources they need. He then shares the rewards of success with them. One of the many steps on the way to becoming a good a good leader is to work for good leaders, to learn about each job, and then practice those skills. Last summer, I worked a very interesting and educational internship at the South Carolina State Library. Most of my time was spent in support of other government documents programs with an emphasis on projects such as shifting books, compiling weeding lists, learning SUDOCs, or superintendent of documents, cataloging, and assisting with the Talking Books Services program. This internship emphasized a service-oriented organization that supports researchers and members of the public who need access to accurate records. Perhaps most of all, I learned how the members of the library are often called on to support other departments. This fostered and reinforced a sense of teamwork and community. My mentor there was very patient with me in learning my new roles and worked alongside me, observing, reminding, and correcting where necessary. She also knew when to back away and let me do the work assigned. All in all, this growth experience was very helpful to me and definitely applicable to future work. In addition to a school-oriented state library internship, I volunteer at a local public library. It's only for a few hours a week, but I feel that I'm learning things about working in a library that you just can't get in courses at school, no matter how good they might be. I also feel that volunteering would, in a sense, help me pay back a long-standing debt. I've always been an active consumer at libraries, but never worked the other side of the desk. Even in my limited role, I've had interactions with patrons. When I could help, my feeling of satisfaction in assisting people was confirmed. The relatively minor tasks, such as pulling holds and reshelving, that I performed also remind me of what it means to be a part of a team, even when your contributions may appear small. To sum up, my personality, my education, and my work experience have combined to build my service philosophy. I've discovered that I enjoy learning new things. An added bonus to learning exists in the opportunity to share that knowledge with others. It's fun to see that sense of relief and gratitude and have that basic trait reinforced when you help another person in need. I haven't always seen myself as a natural leader, but I do enjoy collaborating with others on projects. There are drawbacks to that, but there's a real kick in seeing your team finish a task and basking in the glow of success together. Librarianship encourages my desire to learn new technology and techniques and has reinforced the idea that failure isn't the end. Properly viewed, failure creates a launching pad for trying again. A desire to help others, along with a commitment to learning and collaboration, can be expressed in a desire to join with others in a leadership role. All these ideas and more combine to build a professional identity where I won't just be doing a job, but loving it as an expression of my personality. With time, patience, and commitment, all these things can be achieved.